E-content. Plant tissues. A collection of cells performing a specific function is called tissue. Plant tissues can be broadly classified based on the ability of the cells to divide into meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Meristematic tissues can be of three types depending on the region where they are present: apical merisms, lateral merisms, and intercalary merisms. Permanent tissues are derived from the meristematic tissues and have lost their ability to divide. Permanent tissues can be classified into simple tissues and complex tissues. What do you mean by a tissue? Tissue is a group of cells that are performing a specific function. In case of plant tissues, we can classify it into meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Meristematic tissues are tissues which can be the ability to divide, and permanent tissues are the tissues which lose the ability to divide. Meristematic tissues can be classified again into three types. They are apical meristems, lateral meristems, and intercalary meristems. Apical meristems which can be seen at the apex of the plant, and lateral meristems which can be seen in the lateral sides of the plant, and intercalary meristems are the meristems seen at the internodal region of the plant. And permanent tissues can be classified into simple tissues and complex tissues. Permanent tissues. Simple tissues. Tissues composed of only one cell type and performing only one function are simple tissues. In simple tissues, the tissues consist of only one type of cells and it performs certain functions. And in case of plants, simple tissues can be divided into collenchyma, sclerenchyma, and parenchyma. Collenchyma. It is a support tissue of living elongated cells with irregular cell walls. They have thick deposit of cellulose in their cell walls and appear polygonal in cross section. Collenchyma may form cylinders or occurs as discrete strands. An important feature of collenchyma is that it is extremely plastic. Due to hemicellulose, cellulose, and pectin deposits, the cells of collenchyma tissues are significantly thickened at the corners. In case of collenchyma tissues, these are the supporting tissues and it consists of irregular cell walls, and it also consists of hemicellulose, cellulose, and pectin deposits at their corners. So, it seems to be thickened at corners. Next is parenchyma. They are living permanent tissues that have the ability to divide at maturity and help in the regeneration and healing of wounds. Actively involved in photosynthesis, secretion, food storage, and other activities of plant life. The cells of parenchyma are isodiametric or polyhedral in shape. They may be polygonal, oval, round, or elongated. They have thin wall. Parenchyma tissues are the living permanent tissues, and it has the ability to divide, and it helps in the regeneration and healing of wounds. In plants, the wounds can be cleared by parenchyma, and it helps in involved in photosynthesis, secretion, food storage, and other activities of plant life. And the last one is sclerenchyma, composed of any of various kinds of hard woody cells. It is a dead tissue. The cells are thick with lignified walls. Cells are rigid and non-stretchable and are usually found in non-growing regions of plant bodies. They give mechanical support to the organs. This has two types of cells, sclerids and fibers. The sclerenchyma cells are the dead cells. It can be seen at the, and it helps in the mechanical support of the plant body. It mainly consists of sclerids and fibers. These are the pictures of parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma in its crown section and longitudinal section. Complex tissues. Vascular tissues. Vascular tissues are complex conducting tissues in higher plants that are made up of different types of cells and elements. Two main components of vascular tissue in plants are xylem and phloem. These tissues are responsible for the transport of water and nutrients in the plants. Vascular tissues are conducting tissues. It helps in conduction. And vascular tissues are absent in bryophytes. It can be seen in pteridophytes, and it is well developed in angiosperms. Xylem vessels are the key characters of the plant kingdom angiosperm. Xylem. Xylem is mainly concerned with the transport of nutrients, water and minerals aboard in the plant body. It is composed of different kinds of cells, namely tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Tracheids are long and tapered and also lignified. Its primary function is to transport water and give structural support to plants. Xylem vessels are more specialized than tracheids. Primary element responsible for the transport of water in angiosperms. Xylem is concerned with the transport of nutrients and water minerals aboard the plant body. Mainly consists of four types. They are tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Xylem vessels are not found in gymnosperms. The fiber cells are lignified and provide structural support to the plants. Parenchyma, on the other hand, are unspecialized and thin-walled cells that are used for storage purposes. Parenchyma is mainly used for storage purposes. And another one is phloem. Phloem is another conducting vascular tissue found in plants that transfers food made in leaves during photosynthesis to all the parts of the plant. They are carriers. They carry food from leaves to many parts of the plant. They are also consist of four types of cells. They are sieve elements, companion cells, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. Sieve elements are composed of columns of sieve tube cells that have perforations in their lateral walls and that helps in conduction of food throughout the plant. Companion cells are another specialized type of parenchyma cells. This helps to carry out the cellular functions of adjacent sieve elements. They typically have a larger number of mitochondria and ribosomes than of the parenchyma cells. Phloem parenchyma cells are also called transfer cells. This helps in transport of food. Fibers are flexible long sclerenchyma cells that make up the soft fibers. This provides flexible tensile strength to the phloem tissues. These are the photos of xylem and phloem. The xylem consists of perforation plates, that is sieve plates. And thank you.